Academic vocabulary every day in the classroom. If we're all speaking the same academic, like evaluates. Some of the lower level kids, what's evaluate? They're like, what does evaluate? And they're too scared to ask that in class. So the more you read those high level academic words, and the more they're familiar with it, if in every single classroom, if we're saying evaluate, rather than read this paragraph and answer these questions, use the word evaluate. And that's just one word of many academic vocabulary that we can use. If we're all saying that, they're hearing that and they know. Going back to the practice in the classroom, I know that there's so much more to cover, but 5 minutes a day, if you just include these higher level questions in the format that's given at the ACT. So, for example, I pull in science to reading because the science portion of the test is reading. And I bring science into that because the science portion of the test is the very last test, and they're tired, and it's reading. I mean, it's reading and interpreting graphs. And so it's the same as interpreting what the author's trying to say and things like that. So it's all about knowing how to read those passages to get what they need, rather than reading every little word, every little detail. And that's the hardest for me to break the habit of the kids that do come to me with the higher scores. And they're like, but I have to read every word. And I'm like, no, you don't. Let's practice it. So when they do those things, they come back and they're so excited. Hey, I did what you said. I didn't read the whole thing. And I did, this and this and this. And my score increased. And then they tell somebody else, hey, you need to go see her because she helped me. And I think that's where I start with a few students who their parents have sent to me that really don't want to be there. But then if they see that little success, they're able to she helped me.